Dave, we're back. Yeah, everybody, all one of you listening out there, we're here. Actually, right now, none of you.
Rachel's cats are.
Oh, Rachel, your cats are listening? How many cats do you have? 10?
2.
Oh, you have 2. How nice.
Nice for a single woman that's going to be murdered in her own house to have some company.
I like that. Very nice.
So uplifting.
I'm not taking care of those cats if you die.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, we've got to hustle through this.
Let's do it.
We're good. We're good.
No, God, no. Yes, we're back. And, ooh, that point was good. Jim has gotten so good at the pointing, it's amazing. Welcome to the Meyers Jewelers Experience. And I'm Jeff, one of the owners of Meyers Jewelers, along with my very handsome brother, Scott. And I'm sitting here with, well, I guess I can't use the word handsome and Mike Morris in the same sentence. But I'm here with Mike.
Yeah, I'm still sitting here. It's fine.
You're there, so whatever.
Jeffrey, today is...
Yes, what do we got today here?
Topic.
Oh, this is the one last week. It literally just seems like a few minutes ago that we discussed this. But I was really excited to talk about how to buy a diamond. Right. Because there's a lot of people out there that have no idea what to do. They think they can just walk into Walmart. They go, because a diamond's a diamond. Walmart's going to be cheaper. I'm just going to go there when I'm buying my bra, panties, and some lettuce, and maybe some ointment for a pink eye. All in the same purchase. It doesn't work that way. There's way more. Rachel, well, let's forget that. I was going to say if you're ever going to get married, but
Rachel,
there
is... buy
is...
yourself a diamond.
There you go. There is a lot that goes into it, and I wanted to help the good listeners out there on how to do it. So, Mike, take it over.
Well,
lead the way.
So
I know you've done a zillion research, and I'm not going to use any of it, but whatever.
It's my favorite. I feel like I do all the work, and then you go, nope, don't like it, throw it out. One of the things we were looking at is not just how to buy a diamond, but how to make the stone that you buy look bigger. Because one of the things that, as I've had a bunch of friends that have gone to the store and bought rings.
Your friend, is that Ryan Gayton? Is he a friend of yours?
We went to
I think he's listened before many times. Oh, my son Justin Wiseman is watching.
But yeah, okay.
Did you notice I've got a goatee going here?
I did notice that.
A lot of people think it makes me look too old. Like I'm about 80 versus 59.
Well, when you're rubbing it like that, I think you're robbing a stagecoach. So I'm not sure what you're doing, and I think everything. You put the Facebook Live directly.
Okay.
On your face,
I keep looking at it, and I keep looking. When I look at the camera, it like throws me off. I go, "Who the hell's that old guy in there?" Then I realize that's me. I go, "Oh, geez." So maybe, I might get rid of it.
So the point is, when people are coming to you, I know a guy comes in and they're looking at, here's my budget, but they're looking at how big is that stone. So it's not just buying the stone, but there are ways to make that stone actually look bigger the way that it's set. But what I think we should start with is How does that have anything to do with how to buy a diamond? Oh, okay. Because I'll tell you why. I had a conversation with somebody that bought a ring from you guys.
Oh, gosh. Hopefully it was a good experience.
Well, he was worried about after he did the entire transaction, waiting to give it. Somebody asked him, how big is the stone? So as he's saying it, they're like, well, I want to see it. His whole thing was, I hope this thing looks like a really big rock.
Yes.
But that's not the most important part, and that's what I think you need to break down.
Correct.
It's not how big it is, because there are ways to set it so it looks bigger.
Correct.
But it's what the actual stone is to begin with.
You're used to hearing that, so that's okay on a private level, but we won't go there.
Yeah. We're going next level on this? You got to say we're going next level on this if you're going to get that explanation.
No, so when you're buying, let me give a little quick synopsis on how to buy a diamond. Sure. How about that? So when you go in, all diamonds, for people listening out there, are not all the same, okay? There are lots of different grades. So there is the GIA diamond grading scale, and that is a uniform system that is used literally all over the world. They grade the color of the diamond because diamonds are all not the same color. So when a diamond comes out of the ground, it's mined, it's cut, The diamonds all have different colors. The best color is white. The closest you get to white, the better. The whitest diamond you could ever find will get a color grade of D as in David. Okay? It goes all the way to Z. So the further you move down the scale, the more yellow that is in the diamond. More yellow is not good. You want it to be whiter. The other thing that is very important to look for are the imperfections that are found in the diamond. And that is what is put in there naturally by Mother Nature. It's not anything done by humans. So when the diamond is looked at by a grader under a 10 power magnification, that's how it's graded, based off of the flaws that they see, it gets a grade from flawless, which is absolutely perfect. And if I'm going to take a guess in this room, all three of you, listen to this question. How much weight, let me explain, let's rephrase that. How much weight do you think it takes to find, if they had a whole bunch of diamond rock, raw rock, to be able to cut a 1 carat D flawless diamond? So that would be an absolute perfect diamond. How much weight of diamond do they have to go through? You know, like 10 pounds, 100 pounds, you know, 1,000,000 pounds of rock to be able to find that one gem that they can make a 1 carat D perfect diamond? Jim?
2 tons.
2 tons. Rachel?
I'm going to up that 3 tons.
I'm going to say $1. Oh, sorry. I thought we were doing like Price is Right.
No.
I'm going to say 10 tons.
All right, 4 tons.
Told you.
So, who was the winner?
Close.
Oh, Rachel, you know what you get?
No diamond.
Well, I'll take care of that with you later, the prize. So think about that. How much rock would make up 4 tons? And if you can picture what a 1 carat diamond looks like, that's how much diamond rock you have to go through to get a perfect diamond. So they're very rare. So the finer diamonds are going to be way more expensive. It only makes sense. So when you see these places, you know, like your Walmarts or the stores that you see in every single mall everywhere selling 1 carats for, you know, $3,999, they're not going to be very good. They can't be because a higher grade diamond, they're rare. And you just cannot find them just anywhere. And for example, there are color diamonds, you know, like a diamond that's like a true blue. Those go for about $1 million for 1 carat. That's how rare they are.
The example would be like Kobe Bryant, the ring that he bought his wife, that purple.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but
It was an 8 carat ring, but it was very expensive. But at the time, I don't think people understood you could get a diamond that was not just
white.
the white or
Correct.
the off yellow.
Right, so there's that canary yellow that people are kind of familiar with, where it's a really pretty, vibrant yellow. But there's also blue. There's a pink, beautiful pink. Those go for more than $1 million a
Didn't you say
carat.
the blue is like one of the rarest?
Oh yeah, you don't find them. You're not going to walk into a jewelry store and see like a 1 carat blue diamond. They're very rare. So my point is to get a really beautiful white diamond with very few flaws, you know, they're rare, and it is more expensive than if you just walk into your, you know, big box store that's selling letters. You're going to have trouble finding a really gorgeous diamond as well for the price that they quote say that they're going to be. So you want to look for the different color, the different clarity, we talked about that, and then how well the diamond is cut. From the raw rock to what you see that's put into a ring. The better a diamond is cut, the sparklier the diamond will be. So hence, this is where my bright crystal diamond comes in, because those sparkle. Those are some of the sparkliest, I don't even know if that's a real word, but it is today, one of the sparkliest diamonds that you can find. I love that word, sparkliest. Jim, what do you think of sparkliest?
Jim likes it.
Okay. So I don't know if that was confusing or not confusing, but because it's kind of hard to do it in a concise couple of minutes there.
I think the best example that you've been able to give is when you have a bright crystal diamond, or even one of the higher grades is the movie theater example. How the light goes through that ring and comes.
Yes,
back
the
out.
Hearts on Fire diamond, which it has gotten the trademark, and I believe I've mentioned this a few times on some of the shows. Their trademark is the world's most perfectly cut diamond. So what that translates into is the world's most sparkliest diamond, because the better the cut, the better the sparkle. And they have been challenged in the Massachusetts Supreme Court, which is where their corporate headquarters is, which is nice, U.S. company. They've been challenged to say by other diamond cutting and other diamond firms that you're not the world's most perfectly cut diamond. And 3 times they have won in a court of law. What could be better than that? So it is backed by a court of law finding in their favor that they truly do have the world's most perfectly cut diamond. And therefore,
ring, right?
that's why their nickname is a 10-table diamond. So if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're looking 10 tables away and you see this sparkle coming from over there, it is most likely a Hearts on Fire diamond. We get several examples with people that have bought a Hearts on Fire diamond and they've gone to a movie and they just have the ambient light from the movie screen coming out, and somebody a few seats away are seeing this thing sparkle, and it's the Hearts on Fire diamond sparkling from the light that is coming out of the movie screen. And that is what you call really absorbing the light.
Right. That's what's really important, though. Again, it's not the size; it's the sparkle that comes off of it. It's
Correct.
being reflected off.
Right, because the sparkle in the diamond comes from the light that's in the room, wherever you're at. It goes into the diamond, bounces around, and if the better the diamond is cut, the more of that light comes back out the top instead of escaping through the bottom. That's your sparkle. So if a diamond's cut poorly, which is what you will find in a lot of those big box stores, the light will escape through the bottom, and you will have what they call a dead stone, and you won't have a lot of sparkle. And what does a girl want, Rachel, in her diamond? Sparkle.
I thought she was going to say receipt.
Nope, sparkle. So that is, and the Bright Crystal Diamond, which is the special cut that we have, comes in just under the Hearts on Fire diamond, but it will be less money. So it just kind of depends what people want. So the nice thing we offer is the Bright Crystal Diamond. And if they want to go for the gusto and really get the sparkle going, they can go for the Hearts on Fire diamond.
Will you explain again, because some people haven't heard the explanation of where the bright crystal diamond
Oh, the Bright Crystal Diamond. This is very good for a lot of the people out there that are conscious about what's going on in the world.
The conflict-free diamond.
That make the Hearts on Fire diamond is automatically a conflict-free diamond because it is not mined in South Africa. It is mined in Russia. And there is something called the Kimberley process that was passed by quite a few governments around the world to make sure that products coming out of Africa have not been purchased through a civil war issue where ethnic cleansing, where people like clans were buying weapons with diamonds. And therefore, those diamonds were responsible for those weapons killing innocent women and children. They've cleaned that up pretty well in Africa, but, I mean, I've always said, how do you really know that this little diamond sitting here is truly has been traced directly from the mine onto that finger? That's supposed to be the deal. Well, when you get a Bright Crystal Diamond, which we carry, it's mined in Russia, so you don't have that issue.
Right.
So there's none of that going on there as far as trading. They have their own issues, but it's nothing to do with trading diamonds for weapons and ethnic cleansing.
We should probably touch on why they're coming from Russia. It's not because you found some secret port. It's because they're now readily available.
Yes, they are available. And years ago, the diamonds were pretty much a monopoly from around the world. So they had a world monopoly going on in the South African diamond. So what would happen is De Beers would mine all their rocks, and then the Russian mines would mine their rocks. And when the rocks would be coming out of Russia, they would be swoop in. De Beers from the South African mines would swoop in and say, hey, we're going to give you, if you have $50 million of rock that you want to put on the market, we're going to give you $30 million, and you just keep your diamond rock and put them away in your vault. So therefore, the De Beers company can keep the rocks that they have out on the market and be the only one selling them. So they had a true monopoly. Well, part of a world court lawsuit, one of the settlements was that they open up more of the market and not control it as much like they were. So the Russian rocks, we ended up finding out, were a much brighter diamond. The rock, if you put a Russian rock, which we will show you at our store. So if you come in, we have a raw rock out of a South African mine, and we have another raw rock out of the Russian mines where we get our bright crystal diamond, and you will see how much brighter it is. And a lot of geologists say that that is because of the warm weather in Africa versus the cold weather in Russia. And the cold weather makes the crystallization of the rock brighter. Now, my cousin Janice is listening.
I love it when
and she checks in every now and then, and I believe she is a connoisseur of sparkle, and she loves the bright crystal diamond. She will only wear that and nothing but. So Janice, glad to see you listening. Where else were we at?
So we were talking about the sparkle, or what was the term we used? Sparkliness? Sparkly, whatever?
I don't even remember what word it was.
Well, it was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
So when we're talking about the way to buy a diamond...
Whoa. I got to stop for 1 second. We have a very special guest listening. My very handsome, sexy, magnificent brother is listening to the show. Why are you not working? Get back to work.
I bet he's not signing on right now to see this.
Because I am working very hard right here.
You are.
Look at me. I'm sweating. Woo,
Look at all
tough.
the research you did.
Yes.
So we're talking about...
Scott, I hope I'm doing all right.
So
He'll tell me if I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll tell me too. So
yes.
We were talking about how to buy a diamond. So we covered
yes.
the sparkle factor. What's the next thing that somebody needs to look at when they're looking to buy a diamond?
I don't know. What are you asking me for? Oh, no. I forget.
I was going to say, if you don't know, I'll have to look at my notes.
I'm teasing. What is the next thing? Well, just one other thing with the sparkliness. We are going to show you, if you come in, we have a whole software program. We pull out an iPad, and we're going to show you how sparkly the diamond is because we get it graded by an independent company that grades sparkle. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's cool because I saw it.
So if you get a diamond, which we have plenty of, that get the exceptional grade, which is the top grade, that means that that diamond, Janice, is sparklier than 95% of every diamond in the entire world. Think of that. That's a lot of diamonds. So that is one of the big things that we will prove it. We're not just using lip service and I'm saying, hey, they're going to sparkle more than that. We're going to show you that it actually truly does. But beyond that, sparkle, you want really nice color, you want really nice clarity, but everybody has a price point in mind. So I always tell people there's a give and take when you're buying a diamond, whether it's the size, whether you're going to sacrifice a little color, you're going to sacrifice a little bit of the clarity. Something's got to give somewhere, unless you are Kobe Bryant and you're spending those millions of dollars on a diamond. But you know what? Even he probably had a limit. Instead of spending $5 million, he probably decided, I'm not going to spend $8 million. I'll spend $5 million.
He spent $8,000.
Or so, whatever it is. Everybody seems to have a limit. So you have to make a little sacrifice somewhere. And we feel that we have to find a good mix, and that's what we usually do, is we help you find what works out perfect for you with your dollar, your budget, the size of the stone, color clarity. And that's why you go to a really fine, knowledgeable jeweler to help you make that perfect choice for a ring that you will most likely have your entire life, and also hand down from generation to generation. So for example, this ring that I am showing on Facebook Live, you on the radio cannot see it, but this was my father's ring that he wore for probably 60 years, and now I'm wearing it, and I one day will pass it down to one of my 4 sons, or just toss it up there and let them all fight for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, that's the nice, unique thing with buying jewelry, especially like a diamond. They never wear out. They last forever. You're making a purchase that literally will be in your family for generations and generations. And, why get something that's not really all that nice? So that's an important thing when you're thinking of getting a diamond as well.
And I know it varies by person, but when you're looking at color, clarity, and size.
And by the way, Scott said he's listening because he wanted to double the listeners. Well, they are. I have my cousin and my brother listening. Whoa, that is really packing them in today.
Don't forget, Ryan Gayton was.
And then I had Justin and Shane. So wow, we're really we got a lot of them today.
Those boys must need something.
Yeah.
If somebody comes to you and I know it varies, but if they're saying between clarity, color, and size, what's the most important thing? Because I will tell you I guess you'd say the old wives' tale type of thing that I always heard. Don't buy anything less than a carat. That's the way, and again, you're going off of family, friends, whatever. And it seems like people will get so stuck on size that they are foregoing the other 2 pieces.
Not as much anymore. That was the old days. Today, we have found want quality. So as I mentioned earlier, you must have been sleeping, that there is a give and take between quality and size, and the experts at Meyers Jewelers or any other fine jewelry store can help you find that happy medium. But yes, it used to be, let's 1 carat. But I have plenty of people come in, I want a really nice diamond. What's a 1 carat run? I can't quite afford that. So, help me find one that's a little smaller with a higher grade. And by the way, I feel very honored right now with who's watching this show. Mr. Jimmy Carter is watching this show.
The president?
It says right there, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy, not that I would, honestly and truly, I got to say, I wasn't a real big fan of Jimmy Carter as a president, but I'm very glad you're now listening and watching our show.
Yeah,
thank you very much. But now that we are discussing qualities of diamond, my brother Scott, I just want to throw this in because I kind of told you a little bit about it, but for example, how do they get to our store? A lot of the stores, like for example, your big chain stores that are all in the malls everywhere you see, they have like 6,000 jewelry store. They don't have somebody who can sit there and pick a diamond. I have working with me, my brother Scott, who is, and I'll put him against any person in the diamond industry in this entire world. He has the eye that you cannot imagine. He can look at a diamond. He knows every single little thing about it, the price it should be. He hand-picks every single diamond that we have in our store.
And he travels the world to do it.
He goes all over. He's been to Israel. He's been to India. He's been to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Anywhere well, I don't know where that came from, but it sounded good.
It's still a long trip.
But he actually literally knows how to pick a diamond. He will sit there all day long looking at hundreds and hundreds of stones and make great decisions and know the value versus the quality that we're getting. So that is a big difference you get from your independent jeweler. And I'm a little more partial to Meyers Jewelers, but he was trained from my father, who was in the business since he was 15 years old, passed away at almost 90 and was still in the business. So if
Was
there's
still in the store, by the way.
yes, so if there's anybody in this world that knew about the jewelry industry and knew how to buy a diamond, was my father. There was nobody better. And my brother, I'm not going to say that there's nobody that was as good as my dad, but Scott is just about as good. And that's really important on, what you're going to be able to pick from when you walk into a jewelry store.
But it also goes to say the inventory that you have, again, when we compare it to Walmart, which you blew my mind one time when you said Walmart was the biggest jeweler in the country.
Number one jeweler in the United States.
Because they sell a lot of
They
units,
sell so many.
but
Yeah.
They sell a lot of quality.
A lot of units.
That's the thing is, you have to have confidence when you walk in there that the inventory that's there, somebody took the time and cared about what was in there. Not just to sell it, but your name, Meyers Jewelers' name is on something when it's going out of that store. You don't want someone saying, "Oh, look at this thing that looked like a yellow tooth on my hand. I got it from Scott."
Exactly. Scott might have pulled it out of his mouth and put it on her finger, right?
If he could sell it, I bet he would.
But yes, so Scott is really great at buying diamonds, and not just saying that because he was listening, because he's not. Once he saw Jimmy Carter was on, I think he left.
Thank you, Mr. President, for chasing him off.
Yeah, you chased my brother away, but that's okay. But no, it's really important when it gets into buying a diamond. Think about it. If you are a big chain store that's in every mall all over America, you can't have somebody sitting there hand-picking every one of those diamonds. It's not humanly possible. You can't do it. They just take what they can get. Where an independent store such as Meyers Jewelers is able to sit there and hand-pick and get the best value. That is a misconception, and I know I only have maybe 30 seconds, that maybe because they have 6,000 stores, they get a better price. De Beers is giving nobody a better price because they still have a lock on the market, and they can get whatever they want to get for a diamond, and you truly have to search and know what you're doing when you're buying them. And as I mentioned, my brother's the best at it, and you're going to get a great value at a family business at Meyers Jewelers. So with that said, everybody have a great day. Scott, I'll be back to work shortly. Everybody have a good time, and I appreciate you listening to Meyers Jewelers Experience. Experience Meyers Jewelers.